Welcome back to Not Brothers Brothers Let's Play of Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke.
Yes, Nuzlocke edition.
Nuzlocke edition, correct. Last episode, we got to Brendan and his Mudkip. We gave it a thorough trouncing, and I had a stroke.
You're still having a stroke.
A little bit. It's been a long day. But on this episode, we're going to be actually starting the adventure, and we're going to be kicking it off with my favorite cool little trick about this game.
Ooh, what is it?
It's not my favorite. I'm sorry to hype it up like that, but check this out. From that point on, I will be walking in a straight line the entire way back home.
Oh, so that's your favorite part.
I mean,
Your favorite thing from the game.
It's pretty cool when you can pull something like this off, and you're just like, I mean, speedrun tactics are a thing, right? Like, people need to know the fastest way to get from point A to point B.
Yeah.
This is the objectively fastest way to get to the lab.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. That is true.
I heard you beat Brendan on your first try. That's excellent.
Thanks,
What?
Dad. Shut up, Dad.
You didn't think that I could do it?
Son's not that good at Pokemon. Just to let you know.
He labeled the Pokemon as thises and that's. He has an extensive history as a trainer already.
He's been training for like 3 weeks now.
We're both 10. I think you should have this Pokedex. Wow.
Cool, thanks.
So you gave a Pokedex to your son after he's been working with you for like, okay, let's be like fair here and assume 3 years he's been working with him. You got a Pokedex, who knows how recently, but like now, after having known me for, I'm not even gonna say more than 30 minutes. I've been given this equivalent of like an iPhone.
Just for nothing. Just cause.
Also a wild animal. I got a phone and a new pet bird that can shoot fire from its mouth.
I love if something like that happened in the real world, where like when you come of age, you get a chicken in a paper bag and an iPhone. For all the cockfights that happen in the real world.
Oh, what's that? They hold up like this really ratty old like Galaxy S3 or something with like the folding thing on the front of it. It's a fucking chicken.
Oh, cool. We got running shoes.
Yeah.
that-
Oh, yeah. Just to bring everybody up to speed, who was too enthralled with our fantastic voices, we just got the running shoes. Also, Brendan gave us 5 Pokeballs for free in hopes that we like him and go out on a date with him.
We don't.
It's not happening, Brendan.
Nope. Instruction booklet for running shoes. Do you need instructions for shoes?
I mean, the sad thing is that after reading those, I hold B inside. I can't do it because you can't run inside. What do you think this is? Communist Russia? How are you doing, Nuzlocke? You look a little tired. I think you should rest a bit.
It's been like 20 minutes. All right.
Are you tired?
Cool,
Smile
sure.
more. Take care. Yeah, fine.
Okay, so did that book tell you that you could run inside when you actually can't run inside?
It just told me how to run, but like, I mean, I'm just waiting for like the idiot kid who didn't listen to what mom said and then comes inside and reads and it's like, oh, you need to hold B? Well, I'm holding B, why aren't I running? And then they give up when they leave and then they go through the entire thing walking until they get to the bike.
I feel like the first time I played a Call of Duty game, I played the Call of Duty World at War, and for most of the game, I didn't realize you could look down the sights. So I got really good at shooting off the hip during that.
Are you serious? You just didn't bother?
It was on the Wii too, so I was pointing the...
Did you not ever like see, like that's a game that has kill cams in it. Did you not ever like watch the kill cam and see them like aim down sight?
No, I didn't play multiplayer. It was on Wii. So I don't know if we had multiplayer even, but I only ever played the story.
Only with friend codes. Oh, and also, wow, we just made it through that route.
Oh,
but
cool.
this is Route 101.
Okay.
And so we get a new friend. We get the
cool.
first addition to this team after we have our nice little Amelia here. Amelia's gonna get a buddy.
Should we like go some? Oh, never mind.
Well, I mean, like, each patch of grass has the same encounter rate. Oh, and it's a Zigzagoon!
Oh, cool.
Ooh, a female Zigzagoon. We got...
Zigzagoon.
I mean, okay, so, in all honesty, out of the Pokemon that we could get here, which is Wurmple, Poochyena, Zigzagoon, Wingull, Zigzagoon's the best option.
Is he really?
Yeah.
What?
That's these are the options that we are afforded.
Okay, so...
If I scratch him, he's going to die.
Is he really?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's level 2.
Yeah.
Something tells me it has a bad nature for defense. Because also I looked it up between episodes. Calm is lower attack, increased special defense, which doesn't help when you have fighting type as your final evolve form. Spoiler alert. But who's a famous lady? Name another famous lady.
Oh. I was gonna go with like famous robber, if we knew one. He looks like a burglar.
Ooh, Bonnie.
Sure. Shoot, Booney.
Oh, whoop. The following advertisement is for Jim Booney only. Bonny, correct?
Was it? I don't know. I mean, it serves our purposes fine as that. I feel like
it's a nickname anyway, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what was her full name?
It was nothing remotely Bonnie, if I remember correctly.
Tilda.
The name's Bon. James Bon.
I think it was I-E. Is how it was actually spelled. Okay.
We cut out the spelling error. This was it the whole time.
Whoa! You spelled that really well, Dave.
I'm a spell man.
You're a spellman?
Spellman, Smellman. I am Smellman OG Spellmaster.
The worst mage name ever.
Grexis, World Eater, please rise. Germaeus, Count of the Arcane, please rise. Smellmaster OG Spellboy.
Please rise.
Hey man, you still selling? Okay, I always like buying things in advance.
Okay, so you're gonna buy a bunch of Pokeballs?
Yeah, pro tip for those at home, buy 10 at once.
Why?
Here you go. I'll throw in a Premier Ball too.
Oh!
I just got 11 for the price of 10.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, if you'd gotten 11, would you still get a Premier Ball?
Yes, you get a Premier Ball as long as it's a number over 10. So if you're ever buying Pokeballs, buy 10 at a time and then get the Premier Ball.
Okay.
Potion, yeah, let's see. How many can we get? Let's get 2 potions.
Sure.
You need to stock up on items, you know?
Yeah.
Let's get... We're gonna be facing a couple of Shroomers, so let's get 2 of these.
I like that you know everything we're gonna be facing.
I've Nuzlocked this before. Never beaten it. But
Never?
I've never completed fully a Nuzlocke. I have gotten very far in a lot of them. And it's not for losing, it's just for quitting. I just lose interest after a certain amount of time, because I'm like, I'm already so far, and then like I take a break for like a week, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't want to ruin everything I just did. All right, so Route 103, we're gonna be getting another new friend.
Oh, what did we name her? A Zigzagoon? Again?
We named her Bonnie.
Okay.
Or you know what? And so this is where we need to look at the long con. Oh shoot!
What?
She has pickup. That's awesome. She'll randomly after like battles. We need to check on Bonnie to see if she picks anything up. She can sometimes get like, depending on how high a level she is, she can find random items. Like she can get rare candies even.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's like way down the line, but we are going to be training up Bonnie. Bonnie's going to be a member of this team. I'm almost going to guarantee you.
Bonnie die.
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes.
I mean, like, that's what happens, right? Like, that you give and you get. It's a Nuzlocke. But, okay, so we could try and catch something here. But this route itself is connected to a part later in the game. And if we wanted to, we could save for when we're able to surf on the other side of that, and then try and catch a Pokemon in there, maybe like a Whalmer, or even like a Magikarp or Tentacool if we wanted to.
Okay, so
We could save that, or we could go now.
what else would we do? Is this the only route we can go on?
No, we can also, see, here, we're back in Oldale Town.
Yeah.
This is where you go to the rest of the game. I don't blame you for missing that. I missed it when I first played. But this is Route 102, so if we want, we can also just start with Route 102, because we're going to have to go down this way anyway.
Yeah. Let's just do Route 102.
And
then
feel
we'll
it
come
out from
back-
there.
Yeah, I'm going to make a note. Come back to 103.
Good call, good call.
Come
What are we going to run into?
back.
A Wurmple.
Oh, neat.
Another lady.
Huh. We got a very feminist team.
Yeah, no, girl
Okay.
crew, girl
Yeah.
power.
Diversity.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, a level 4 Wurmple, too. That's actually, it's a beefy bug.
So, like, what is a normal level for a Wurmple?
Usually 2 or 3. I mean, 4 is the highest that it can be in this area, yeah.
Oh.
Wurmple evolves at like 6 or 7, I want to say.
But it only ever goes up to 4?
I mean, as far as you can catch it in the wild in this location, yeah.
Okay.
You might be able to catch higher level Wurmple in Petalburg Woods, which is where we're going to be going after this. I just don't want to risk a Pokeball because I have a finite amount and I don't want to spend more money. So I'm going to send out Bonnie because if Bonnie dies to a Wurmple, she deserves to die. She's going to go a little bit slower, but we're going to use Tackle.
Are you gonna be able to, like, do any damage?
That's the point, is that I'm not trying to kill this thing. I want to catch it.
Yeah.
But I also, like, just watch. Bonnie gets a critical hit. Oh, okay. Doesn't happen.
Cool.
But if I called it, I could claim Clairvoyance. Let's just use a Pokeball.
Pokeball?
Yeah, so, you know, get a good hand.
Yeah. You gotta have, like, 5 Pokeballs at once. Throw out all 5. Make the best team you can.
Full house. All right, we got Wurmple.
Neato.
What's her name gonna be?
Okay. Route 102.
Route 102, a female Wurmple, level 4.
Wurmple.
So here's the problem, is that Wurmple can evolve into Dustox or Beautifly, and I can try and guide her evolution, but I can't guarantee it. So...
Okay, what's a famous woman from history?
Put me on the spot.
Just any.
Just like literally any woman. We could call her Catherine.
Like Catherine the Great?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure. That she seems like a bit of a Catherine.
Kathy the Great.
Catherine.
Yep.
Catherine.
Cool.
All right.
That fits.
Who knows?
Let's get our Pokemon get more spaces for a name than we do. Like a lot more.
I don't really know. I couldn't tell you. The fun thing is, for a while there was a limit. The limit for Pokemon names was just 10, but that was nicknames and Pokemon names in general. So there are 2 Pokemon that are missing vowels in their names because they just couldn't fit. And those 2 are Victreebel, not Victory Bell, Victreebel, and Feraligatr. There is no O in Feraligatr.
So how does it spelled then?
Gatr. just drop the vowel.
Feraligatr.
Feraligatr. Get her done. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer.
I mean, I don't know if that's true.
Well, I do have a license.
I mean, do you?
Yeah, that's what we checked to see what my like trainer ID is.
I guess.
I am in the state.
I mean, it's kind of like having a driver's license doesn't make you a NASCAR driver.
Could you imagine Pokemon NASCAR?
Would they ride Pokemon or cars?
In the anime, they've shown that they have cars, but like, I wonder, do you think that, like, people have trained like Machamps to be like really strong on the wheel to take those power turns? Or something.
You have Pokemon that are specially trained to drive.
Cause like, I mean, if humans could train apes to run NASCAR and make a sport out of it, we'd do it. We wouldn't change it. We wouldn't skip a beat. That would have happened by the 1800s.
Man, I wish we could do that. I wish we could just have animals do every sport, and so then we could have really crazy...
Animal sports?
Yeah, animal sports.
I'm not a big sports fan, so instead of watching the Super Bowl, I watched the Puppy Bowl on Animal Planet. It's just a bunch of puppies in a playpen, all playing like real, like pretend football. There's just a ball, and they're like all chewing on each other's ears and stuff. It's adorable. And like they have commentators like explaining what's going on. Yeah, no, the Puppy Bowl. Solid plug to the Animal Planet. We're not sponsored, but like we could be.
You know, hit us up if you want. If you got some money, burning a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, no. Also, check out my site CS:GO Lotto.
Hey, Bug Catcher Rick sent out Wormpole.
Oh, hey, I have one of those.
Cool. Are we gonna lead with Bonnie?
We're leading with Bonnie because we're doing this thing where you just lead with it and then you switch out to get the experience.
Oh.
Yeah, classic strats when you have a shit tier Zigzagoon. But, you know, Zigzagoon honestly is, as far as derps go, like the starting derps, like you got your Ratatas, you got your Lillipups, you got your Pat Rats. Zigzagoon's like a solid derp.
What's a Pat Rat?
A Pat Rat? It's 5th gen. Oh, you haven't played 5th gen. It's like...
Is that a real Pokemon?
Yeah, Pat Rat.
Pat Rat?
Yeah, Pat Rat, and then Watchhog.
Watchhog.
It's just this thing with like laser beam eyes just like staring at you and it's angry.
What the heck?
It's really bad. But, you know, we had a level up and we have more of these little fodders coming in.
So does Rat Pat run a YouTube channel where he talks about Pokemon theory?
If he did, I wouldn't watch it. Not that I hate people who love game theory. It's just that I hate game theory.
I actually kind of like game theory.
I used to like it.
Yeah.
But it's devolved, in my opinion. And this is opinions on the internet. Watch out. But MatPat, if you're watching, it's not that I hate you. I used to love your work. The problem that I have is that like you've just sort of hijacked it into what will get the most clicks, what will get the most amount of attention, and your TF2. Like I originally was just indifferent to you after you started stop appealing to me. I just didn't subscribe. I didn't care. But now I actively dislike you because of your TF2 deadlock video, where he explained why Overwatch is better than TF2, or he had a debate about why Overwatch and TF2, or like which one's better, and like the information was either like very poor arguments on both sides, very like me like trying to make a joke, or it was just wrong, like objectively wrong statements.
Like what? What would?
In Overwatch, you're reduced to a team of 6. Yeah, okay. In TF2, there are game modes where you're reduced to a team of 6. In Overwatch, you have a lot of creativity with the characters you play. Well, I mean, yeah, but you have items in TF2, so you can switch different playstyles with a certain character. Overwatch is objective-based. So is TF2. You don't need to care. You don't care about kill feed in Overwatch the same way you do with TF2. Yeah, you do. In fact, you care more so. They give you medals for the number of eliminations you have in Overwatch. They don't do that for TF2. The only monochrome of keeping track of how many people you've killed is by hitting shift and seeing your kill-death ratio in the bottom corner in very tiny text.
Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, I've never really played either TF2 or Overwatch.
And they're both fantastic games. I'm not dissing either of them. I love both of them. So why have the argument if you're just gonna make up crap?
I'm still fine with you, MatPat. It's okay.
MatPat, if you go back to basics and do your classic shtick, you're fine. If you use math to explain why things can't happen, I'm good with you. But if you try and tell me that the pyro is a girl, or a homosexual man based solely off of a character modeling detail that is probably negligible, and then projected as fact, but then say that's just a theory at the end, as though you'd like, I'm not actually saying so. Yeah, no thank you.
So Talo.
Yeah, no, Talo is actually a really good flying type. Just to shift from that subject and, talk about the game. Talo is one of the better flying normal types that you can get early on in the game.
Is it? Like, how is it different from a Pidgey or a...
Pidgey is much more of a rounder. Like, it has, like, decent stats. It's kind of beefy. It can take a hit. Talo is a speedy little guy.
Is it? Okay.
It's really, really fast. Talo actually has a place in the competitive meta, or at least it did for a while. I still think it does, depending on which generation you're playing. But what it only has one thing that it can do. If you see a Swellow, Talo's evolved form, then you know exactly what to do against it, or what it's going to do to you. It's going to have a Flame Orb or Toxic Orb, which is going to immediately poison it or burn it, and it has the ability Guts, which will double its attack stat if it's poisoned, burned, or paralyzed. So then, with the doubled attack stat, it's going to just use Facade, which doubles its number and it gets same type attack bonus. And it's so fast that you can't outspeed it. And then do a whole lot of damage really, really quickly. And then maybe have Aerial Ace, U-turn, something to get it out of there if things go wrong. But it's just gonna be something really fast that's gonna hit you really hard, and that you just need to switch to a Ghost type, and then you're fine.
Okay. Oh, because normals can't do damage against Ghost.
Right. Okay. I'm assuming that everybody who's listening to me knows at least the semblance of what I'm talking about and knows the buzzwords and are picking up on the interactions that I'm talking about rather than me having to explain them.
I like that you're assuming that for the audience. I still don't know most of those terms.
Shoot. I'm realizing that I am not open to a lot of newcomers here. Man, I gotta slow down. I'm just so excited about Pokemon, and I know so much.
It's awesome that you know that. You're just listing off moves. I'm like, I kind of know what those do.
If you want to hear what my favorite thing that I've ever done in in a competitive battling scenario, my favorite build I've ever had for Pokemon. First we gotta battle this girl.
Oh, okay.
She actually isn't too bad too, if I remember.
Do you remember? How many times have you played this game?
A lot. This is the game that I go to when I'm on a road trip and I need to play a Pokemon game to pass the time or something. This is the one I pick because this is the fastest one and the one that has the most fun and has the most variants and types of Pokemon you can catch. Within reason. I mean, Black and White 2 and X and Y are probably the best when it comes to that because you can get them from all generations. But this one is it's in a specific area, but you can still find other things and different rare stuff, and you can go through and have different builds, and all of them are viable. It's great. I love it. I love the versatility that this game allows. That's why this game is so much fun to Nuzlocke too.
So
yeah.
Or no, you go.
Oh, okay. No, because if we want to go back to competitive battling, that's what I was going to talk about.
Okay,
or we can save that for later. If you have a follow-up to ask.
Let's get into it.
Oh, and Bonnie also has an item. She's picked up something.
Oh yeah, I think I noticed that.
Yeah, so we're gonna need to take that back.
Also, quick, what's our Wurmple's name? I forgot.
Oh, our Wurmple's name? It's Catherine. Catherine the Great.
Right. Okay, gotta take note of that.
Ooh, we got a Shroomish coming in.
Ooh.
Let's see. What does Catherine know Poison Sting yet? No,
nope.
She doesn't. Okay, let's hope that this Shroomish doesn't have Effect Spore. That is the ability that makes it so if you hit it with a move that does contact to it, all the moves that we have available to us right now, Scratch or Tackle, if you hit it with one of those, there's a 10% chance that it will get a status ailment. And that could be Poison, Paralysis, or Sleep.
Okay. So if it hits us...
If we hit it.
Oh, if we hit it.
Yeah, it is a purely defensive ability.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Is that a nature?
It's not a nature, it's an ability. Pokemon have abilities.
Okay.
You know how Gengar, you can't hit him with Earthquake because he has Levitate?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is his equivalent of Levitate.
Oh, so that's applied to all Shroomish.
That's
not
some Shroomish, because some of them also have a different ability.
Okay.
Pokemon can have multiple abilities throughout. Torchic's ability is, I think, Blaze, where if its HP goes below a third of its max HP, then it will do double damage with Fire-type moves.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Bonnie learned Tail Whip.
Neato. Does that do anything?
It lowers enemy defense, which I'm sure if any person who's watching this has played, they've never used Tail Whip legitimately. I like to use it, especially in Nuzlocke when you have a limited pool of Pokemon to choose from. You don't get to like decide what you catch. Got a potion?
Neato. Cool.
Neat.
Neat.
Oh.
Neat is one of my favorite words. It's one of my favorite responses.
Tell me more.
Anytime someone like is either really upset about something, and it's kind of either they're upset or they have something going on or whatever, and they're just like venting. I'm just like, neat.
From the back row. Neat.
The bit in the middle of an amphitheater, like at the end of a play, someone gives like their grand speech. In the very back, everyone else is silent. Neat.
Happy dagger, find me into thy sheath. Juliet kills herself. Dead silence.
Neato.
Hey, it's Dad. Well, if it isn't Nuzlocke. So you're all finished moving in?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Vigoroth are gone.
What?
Those are the Pokemon moving us
Oh, okay.
in. Dad uses those, actually.
Does it really?
Yeah, he uses Vigoroth. He's the normal type gym leader. So, like, when we face our dad, we're gonna see some Linoon, the evolved form of Zigzagoon, our little bunny.
Okay.
Also gonna be seeing some Slacking, who is fucking terrifying.
Slacking.
I'll get into Slacking after we deal with this kid. He just interrupted a heart-to-heart with my father.
God, what a fucking asshole.
You're oh, right, you're Wally, aren't you?
It's Wally. Wally. Steve. Jim. Wally.
I'm going to stay with my relatives in Verdanturf Town. I thought I would be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. I don't know what to do with the crying kid.
I see. Nuzlocke, you're here. you heard that, right? Go with Wally. Make sure that he's okay. And while you're at it, make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally, here, I'll even loan you this Zigzagoon. Why I don't just give it to you is a mystery to me. It only knows Tackle.
This is like a really low level Zigzagoon. Or is it like 20?
So here's the thing, and actually this is going to be a fantastic segue too. Zigzagoon just naturally has Tackle and Growl. Any wild Zigzagoon will have Tackle and Growl. I'm just going to talk over this because this is how to catch Pokemon. You guys have already seen me catch Pokemon, so whatever. This is just going to play in the background while we talk about why this Zigzagoon is a crime against nature. Zigzagoon start with Tackle and Growl. This Zigzagoon only has Tackle, and it's, I think, level 4?
The Zigzagoon is?
Yeah. Oh, and hey, it's a Ralts.
Oh, neato.
It's a really rare Pokemon.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, this is a level 7 Zigzagoon.
Oh, shit.
It only knows Tackle. So, that means that Dad had to go to the move deleter
Yeah.
to have it get rid of one of its moves to give it only Tackle. Because he has nothing to gain from that. That's just being vindictive. Like, if your Pokemon has an open slot to learn a move and it is going to learn one, you don't get to choose whether or not it does. It just gets the move. So he deleted these moves.
Can you do it that you delete all but one move on a Pokemon?
Yes. In
Really?
fact, that is the perfect segue into my favorite competitive Pokemon build that I ever had, which I missed talking about, and now I'm going to talk about it. My favorite was an Ambipom.
Okay.
He is the 4th generation's evolved form of
He's like the
Apom.
monkey one,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's the monkey with two hands on his tail.
Yeah.
He looks pretty weird. I'll admit it. Yeah, it worked out, Dad. We got the Pokemon for Wally. I hate this kid.
Oh, my mom's waiting for me, so I have to go.
God.
Bye, Nuzlocke.
And then he moved. Just, like, last second, just catch a Pokemon before we go.
Bye forever, Nuzlocke.
Head for Rustboro beyond this town. There, you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne! After her, go on to the other Pokemon gyms and defeat their leaders. Collect badges from them. Understood. Of course. I'm a gym leader too. We'll battle one day, Nuzlocke. But that's only after you've become stronger.
Why would you love me, Dad?
Good question. Petalburg City. Pokemon Gym.
Okay.
So it was in Nanny Pom, and Nanny Pom is known for being like all about setups. It can learn a lot of like weird moves. It has the ability Technician, which doubles the power of moves that are below 60 base power.
Okay.
And so and it's just a normal type, and it's really fast. And so a lot of people will do it to like set things up, like maybe stealth rocks or taunt somebody so they can't use status moves or something like that. It's a pretty versatile Pokemon, not necessarily a sweeper or something. Oh wait, who is this? Excuse me.
Ooh.
Let me guess. From the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Just stew in the silence.
Ready for the dramatic review?
Well, maybe not. Your clothes aren't all that dirty. Do you want me to like roll around in the mud? Like what?
Turns back around. Nuzzy's just rolling in the dirt.
Do you like me yet? You're either a rookie trainer or maybe just an ordinary kid with 3 Pokemon. I'm roaming the lands in search of talented trainers. Sorry to have taken your time.
Jeez. All right. Thanks, jerk.
Anyway, we're fully healed, right? Yeah, we're good to... Oh, wait, but we gotta pick up Bonnie's item.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna piss off every single viewer, because I guarantee you we're gonna forget to pick this up, and it's gonna be like 3 or 4 battles that we forget to take the item off of Bonnie. Oh, we just got an Ultra Ball!
Oh, cool.
You don't get those until like after the 4th gym. Holy crap, that's
Really?
like a really rare find, yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, that's great. We have like a guaranteed catch of whatever we want. Oh, and we have Route 104.
Oh, cool. Oh.
New friend.
Route 104. Where? Oh, cool. Oh, wait.
Here's a point of issue. Now, we could potentially play with an additional clause to Nuzlocke. Sometimes people like to add more rules or take away rules or change rules. Sometimes people are like, oh, you can only heal with items, or you can only have a finite number of Pokemon Center visits. One of the clauses is the duplicate clause, or the dupes clause. If there is a Pokeball icon right next to the HP bar, as you see with this Wurmple, that means that you don't have to catch it. If you've already caught that Pokemon, you do not have to catch it. And you can instead go into the grass for a certain amount of times, and if you catch something that run into something you haven't caught in those 5 encounters, or however many, I'm gonna pick 5 if we employ the dupes clause, you can catch a new Pokemon. But if you miss out on all those, you just don't get something for the route. You just are out.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
keep diversity.
sometimes people will say it's easier, sometimes people will say it's harder, but it seems like we're just going to not be catching this Wurmple. Just gonna be getting Bonnie some stats maybe, or
XP.
You know what? We just spent so much time explaining the rules. I'm just gonna switch to Torchic.
Just to murder this Wurmple.
Yeah, you know, I mean, never turn down some free experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is a level 4 Wurmple. Also, the more HP a Pokemon has, the more experience it will yield.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's why Blissies, or Chanseys, if you can find them in the wild, holy crap.
Why? What are they?
They have the highest HP possible in the game. The highest HP attainable by a Pokemon is 719 hit points.
Oh my god.
With a Blissey.
What the hell?
For a while, Blissey was considered to be banned in the competitive meta because she was just too good.
Jeez.
Ooh,
Oh,
a Meryl! Another lady!
Oh, it's Meryl!
Okay,
Oh, so cute.
now, here's the thing, is that this is a fantastic find, also.
Yeah.
Like, we want to get this Meryl. But there is a possibility of this being a really shitty Meryl. Because you get one of the two. You either get a Meryl with Thick Fat for its ability, which Thick Fat is okay. It makes it more resistant to fire and ice type moves. Okay. Which is, you know, that's alright. That's not the worst kind of ability to have. But the other one, I also just need to check the stats on these guys. Let's see. 7 attack, 15, 9. Okay, so Zigzagoon is our currently weakest one. He's weaker. She is weaker than Wurmple.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 7 base strength and 9 strength on the Wurmple.
Bonnie, come on.
Yeah, well, Bonnie's, you know, she's finding her footing.
Oh.
Oh, wait, why am I doing this? I guaranteed want to catch this Pokemon. Ultra Ball. I don't care. Meryl's are actually kind of rare, too.
Really?
Yeah. And Azumarill can be a really good water type.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing about Meryl is, if you get Thick Fat, it's the worst ability. But if you get Huge Power, you're in business, boys. Huge Power doubles its attack stat.
Oh.
It just has twice the attack stat.
Jesus.
What do we name this gal?
Okay.
Someone famous, water involvement. Let's try and think of someone.
Okay, water.
Who is it?
Okay, so there's this woman in history named Jeanne de Clisson.
Jeanne de Clisson?
Jeanne de Clisson, who is one of my favorite historical figures because she's so badass.
Tell me about her.
So Jeanne de Clisson was a French noble lady living during the 100 Years' War.
Okay.
She was married to one of the knights who fought in the Battle of Crécy.
Okay.
Crécy, something.
Crazy. Something like that.
Yeah, which the French lost. And so her husband was blamed for treason because he was like undermining the French in that battle, and so he was executed for that. And she was like, "Hey, that's not cool. You just killed my husband without trial or anything."
As one would say.
This one would. So she grabs all her kids, she sells all of her land and holdings, and buys a bunch of ships, paints them all black, and the sails black, and she goes around the English Channel attacking French ships from then on and helping the English in the 100 Years' War. She was known as the Lioness of Brittany. She was so infamous.
Are you serious?
It's so badass.
What's her last name? Clisson?
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
Hang on. Well, yeah, like every time it's...
Or we can do Jean or we can do Clisson.
I don't know. What do you prefer?
I mean, Clisson, that's like, now you know who it is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jean could be Jean, whoever. But
Okay.
Clisson, that's also just like, you can put some finesse in that. Clisson.
Okay. So, Clisson.
Clisson?
Yep.
Clisson.
I know that whenever she attacked a French ship, she would make sure to leave a couple people alive so they could spread the word.
That there's a lady hurting people.
Yep.
All right, moan of truth. Thick Fat! Dang it! Meryl's still a good water type, though.
So what does Thick Fat do? Why is that bad?
I mean, like, it's okay. I would just rather have a doubled attack stat. Instead of having 7, I would have 14, which is on par with my level 9 Torchic. It would be a level 5 Meryl. Like, that would have just been great. But, you know, Thick Fat, it just means, like, it's going to be more defensive. Which, honestly, in a Nuzlocke, you kind of like the defensive guys more.
Do you?
Yeah, because it's less likely for them to die. There are going to be wars of attrition in this playthrough. Warning you ahead of time.
Okay.
But beyond that, I think that this would be a pretty good place to end it.
Yeah, we've done a lot.
Yeah, we've met Dad. We hate Wally. I promise I'm going to tell you about my favorite competitive Pokemon build.
Did we not get to that?
We never finished it. I never explained what I did with this Ambipom. So next episode, tune in for that. I know you're hinging on it.
Find out next time
On Not Brother Brothers.
Not Brother Brothers. No bro.
No bro, no bros. Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. See you next time.